Raskin eyed by Champions League giants. Derek McInnes linked again. Barry Ferguson on fire. Will he get the job? And reasons for Rangers fans to be positive, including US Takeover. Want to see these and more Rangers news? Stay until the end. We are the people. Right, let's dive into this one because it's not just any wee transfer whisper. This is a proper fire starter. Nicholas Raskin, the Belgian maestro in the middle of the park, made his first ever start for Belgium and absolutely strutted it. A 3-0 win over Ukraine, 89 minutes on the pitch, 75 successful passes out of 82, and a standing ovation from the home crowd. He wasn't just holding his own next to Kevin De Bruyne, he was running the show alongside him. Now, here's where it gets spicy. Champions League clubs are sniffing around. A top-tier side had scouts in the stands, not just for a look, but because they've been watching him since January. That's no idle interest. That's serious intent. And when you've got folk at that level circling like seagulls over a chippy, there's something special in the bag. Raskin's stock has skyrocketed between his European nights with Rangers and his Belgian breakthrough. He's gone from promising to premium. He's still got a contract at Ibrox until May 2027, which gives a bit of leverage, but let's no kid ourselves. If the right offer comes in, we're talking about potentially 8, 9, even 10 million pounds. No bad for a lad brought in for 1.75 million pounds from Standard Liège last year. But here's the kicker. What now? Rangers have been a launch pad before. Calvin Bassey, Joe Aribo, we know the model. But with Raskin, should we be thinking bigger? Is it time to stop letting talent slip away every time a bigger wallet shows up? Can Rangers match ambition with action, offer the kind of deal and future that makes Ibrox the place to be, not just a pit stop on the way to the Champions League? Or is the same old story? Develop the player, polish the gem, and sell it on when the spotlight gets too bright? Should Rangers cash in while his value peaks? Or would selling Raskin now prove that we're still just a shop window for the bigger boys? Barry Ferguson, the Rangers legend, is holding the reins till the end of the season. And so far, he's not just steadying the ship, he's steering it full pelt through stormy waters. A dramatic derby win over Celtic, followed by dumping Fenerbahce out of Europe to land a place in the Europa League quarter-finals. That's not interim form, that's the stuff of banners and songs. But the question lingers, who takes the hot seat permanently? Chris Jack's latest update on the situation makes it clear. Derek McInnes will always be in the conversation when a Rangers vacancy opens, but let's be honest, should he be? Yes, McInnes is a steady hand. He's done solid work at Aberdeen and now Kilmarnock. Fair play. But let's not pretend those jobs carry the same weight as Ibrox. You're no just asked to compete, you're expected to conquer trophies, Europe, and absolute dominance over Celtic. His win percentages don't scream title winner, and the fact he knocked us back in 2017, that's a scar that hasn't quite healed, is it? And even if you try to forgive that, the football he serves up is conservative at best, safe, maybe too safe. And Ibrox doesn't do safe, it does spectacular. You're judged on glory, not grit. Now look at the other names getting whispered about. Steven Gerrard and Rafa Benitez. Gerrard, who ended Celtic's bid for 10 in a row and gave us invincibility in the league, already knows what it means to lead Rangers. He might be desperate for redemption after his stumbles down south, and what better place to find it than where he was king? Then there's Rafa, Champions League winner, serial tactician, a man who's managed under real pressure at the highest level. If you want a gaffer who can make Rangers a European force again, that's your man. These are names that command a dressing room. They attract players. They lift standards. McInnes, with all respect, he's never shown he can do that at the scale we need. If Derek McInnes gets the job over Gerrard or Benitez, is that a sign Rangers have lowered their standards and given up on truly dominating again? Barry Ferguson, Captain Warrior, and now potential savior from the dugout. Since stepping in after Philippe Clement was shown the door following that shameful 2-0 defeat at home to St. Mirren, Ferguson's done more than just steady the ship. He's ignited it. Europa League last 16, knocked out Mourinho's Fenerbahce on penalties no less. Then came the big one, a 3-2 win over Celtic at their own midden. That alone's enough to earn cult status, never mind job consideration. And let's not forget, he's done all this flanked by familiar faces: Billy Dodds, Neil McCann, Alan McGregor. This isn't just a management team, it's a Rangers bloodline in the dugout. Now you've got Sky Sports' Don Goodman throwing his weight behind the idea, says it would be foolish not to give Ferguson the job. Foolish. And honestly, you look at what's happened over the past month, and it's hard to argue. He's brought back belief, he's brought back fight, he's brought back what it means to play for Rangers. But here's the twist in the tale. Goodman also tosses in the names of Russell Martin and Steve Cooper as potential alternatives. Both decent managers. Martin's got a style. Cooper kept Nottingham Forest in the Premier League. But do either of them get it? Do they understand what it means to walk out at Ibrox knowing every single soul in the stadium expects silverware, swagger, and superiority over Celtic? This isn't just another job, this is a calling. And Barry Ferguson bleeds royal blue. You don't need to explain Ibrox to him. He is Ibrox. But, and it's a big but, sentiment alone can't lead the club. Winning matches is one thing. Sustaining it over a season, building a title-winning side, navigating Europe, handling pressure when the fairy tale fades, that's another. Is giving Barry Ferguson the full-time job a bold move fueled by passion and progress, or is it emotional nostalgia that could blow up in Rangers' face if results take a turn? Right, let's be honest, you've had plenty of reason to be raging this season. Another domestic title slipping through our fingers, a brutal loss to Celtic in the Premier Sports Cup, and the trophy cabinet looking bare while they chase yet another treble. It's been sore. But wipe the tears and square the shoulders, because there's real hope at Ibrox, and you've every reason to believe this is just the calm before the storm. First up, the big one, the American takeover. The 49ers enterprises, backed by serious money and sporting ambition, are set to take full control by May. This isn't just rich boys playing with a toy. These are operators with experience, hunger, and most importantly, deep pockets. Andrew Kavanagh, a healthcare mogul, joins the fray with the muscle to match the mouth. For once, Rangers could be run like a top modern club with structure, vision, and serious investment. And with the boardroom finally starting to look like a place of order, no more merry-go-round chaos at the top. Patrick Stewart and Fraser Thornton are laying foundations, not playing musical chairs. Add to that the hunt for a proper sporting director, no more scattergun recruitment, and you're starting to see the bones of a long-term plan. Ross Wilson's gone, and not many are crying about it. Then there's the man in the dugout. Barry Ferguson's lit a fire under the squad. He's only interim, but he's turning doubters into believers. And whoever gets the job next, whether it's Ferguson or someone with a bigger CV, won't be handed the keys to chaos. This time, the structure will support success. And while the domestic scene's a mess, Europe, that's where Rangers shine. Another deep Europa League run, and it's not luck, it's identity. It's Ibrox under the lights, Butland standing tall and the Saltire flying proud, athletic Bilbao next, and maybe, just maybe, we'll return to Bilbao in May for the final. Imagine that. The squad, young, hungry, rebuilt. Gone are the overpaid championship standard passengers. In their place, Ridvan, Diamond, Raskin, Igamane, boys with bite, energy, and upside. It's no finished yet, but the building blocks are there. It's not just a patch job anymore. It's a proper rebuild. If the 49ers back Barry Ferguson, bring in a top sporting director, and Rangers go on to lift the Europa League, Does that erase Celtic's domestic dominance, or do we risk being a club that trades trophies at home for glamour nights in Europe? If you haven't seen yesterday's video yet, you're missing out. Explosive and